D chord, 2nd fret, and I'm going to put my pinky, 4th finger in the 5th fret, A chord, back to the 5th fret with the 4th finger, G chord, 3rd in the bass, and this one I'm not going to lift up my 4th finger as I go to the G chord. Then I'm going to go to an A chord and add a D, 2nd string, 3rd fret, then open B string to a G chord. It's just a simple arpeggio, thumb, thumb, index, middle, 6th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string. Now that's a little transition back to the A chord, C sharp, D. I'm going to keep the D, and that's the introduction. Incidentally, a lot of times my guitar students ask me, what's a sus? How do you play a D sus or whatever? There is no such thing in music as a sus. The word sus is an abbreviation for the word suspension. And what a suspension is I'm playing a G chord before I go to the A chord, and the D is the 5th of the G chord. I'm now going to an A chord, and I'm leaving the D down and suspending it into an A chord. This is a non-chord tone. That's not part of the A chord. So it's called a suspension. And sometimes it's resolved to the 3rd, like that. So that's called a 4/3 suspension because in the key of A, start with A, B, C sharp, D. D is a 4th note, and it's suspended or resolved, and that goes to the 3rd note. So it's the 4th note to the 3rd note of an A scale, thus the term 4/3 suspension. But I digress. Let's continue on with the song. Once again, the introduction. Now we're going to go to the song. I'm going to bar a regular D chord. This is a D chord that I normally play, that you probably normally play, but sometimes I play it like this, which is what I'm going to do here because it's going to help me with the fingering of the left hand as we proceed. So we have the suspension. So that's the beginning of the song at that point. Now, once again, what I'm doing is I'm playing just the notes of a D chord, plucking the 4th string, the 3rd string, the 1st string, then I'm going to pluck the 2nd string, then I'm going to go to an A chord, actually an A7th chord. This is the C sharp, it's the 3rd of the A chord, that's the 7th of the A chord. You're used to playing an A chord like that. Well, there's a C sharp down here, we're just going to play it in the bass, so that's called the 1st inversion, A 7th chord. And then I'm going to take my finger off the G and play an F sharp, and we'll do that from the beginning again. I'm putting this down here. That's a D, and I'm going to leave that there and go into a G chord. Try it again. To an A chord by sliding this 2 back to the 2nd fret and play the A on top, add the D, there's the same little arpeggio, 6, 4, 3, 2, then I'm going to play the D, C sharp and D and do that suspension again, but this time I want to include the open E string, make sure that's included in there. Let's try that again. basically how I do it. And if you notice, sometimes I may not pluck the same notes in every chord. The most important thing is the melody, and sometimes I use different harmony notes. If I'm playing a D chord, I can use this as a harmony note, this is a harmony note, this is a harmony note. Any of those harmony notes work, and I play them at different times at different places to create a little bit of variety. So we'll play that, and then we'll go to the next part of the song. Regular G chord. First string is your melody note. Second fret, third fret to second fret. A chord. Now I just drop the D down while I play that part of the song and lift it back up. Once again. Bass run in here. And the bass run is real simple. Open, second, third, going to a G chord. Now what I'm going to do for this next part, and there's two things I want you to note in this next part. We're going to play the melody line in the upper voice, but we're going to have a descending bass line made by playing the chords in the lower voice. So we have a real nice descending bass line, and we'll try and separate those and look at them as we do it. Now I'm going to bar now four strings with the first finger. There's our melody note. 5th fret, 2nd fret. Now I'm going to go a whole step to the 7th fret and play 3 strings. That's our B minor chord. There's our melody, and there's the bass note that's going to be descending. Next note, I'm going to go to a major chord with a 3rd in the bass. Here's that chord. There's the 3rd in the bass. I want that there so I can have a descending bass line. And here we have this A chord. This is the same as A chord. You would play like this. But in this case we're doing it with these fingers so we can get the descending bass line. Now this chord sets our hand up for a nice transition to the G chord. We've got these 2 fingers down. We're just going to move them back down so this finger's in the 2nd fret and this finger's in the 3rd fret. And now I've got my bass line going down again and my melody up on top. So let's try that again up to that point. 3 notes, 4 notes. Now I'm going to put the melody in. Fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, under the bar, and then the 3rd fret, 2nd string. G chord with an open E on the top, the G6. Now that's a F sharp minor chord, then an E minor. Now what I do when I try and perform it is I'll do some arpeggios with my right hand. But you know the basic chords now. Just make sure you play only chord tones. Let's just talk about the descending bass line. I'm playing a D bass, then we're going C sharp bass, B bass, bass, G bass, F sharp bass, E bass, A. So it's a real nice descending bass line. And if you can put nice movement in your bass line, like a nice descending bass, it really makes your guitar playing sound fuller and richer. So let's play that one more time. Now I'm playing this on the second string. I'm playing the third string with it too to give it a little more harmony, a little deeper harmonies. A chord, adding this note. I like to hammer that, slur it. Back to the beginning. And then you start over. But let's go over that last part again. That's how I do it. I hope you like it. I hope you can incorporate it in your playing and enjoy it.